So here's my information, the key to success. My name is Claudienne Hibbert-Smith. I'm a real estate professional of the last 22 years. I started with one company for 20 years. I was top producer for many years. I was rookie of the year my first year, and I just took off. I didn't have a background in real estate. I graduated from UF, so I did have some educational experience. But I did not have an experience in real estate. My mom and dad did own their house, but they didn't communicate or talk to us about owning property. So I just really did not know. And a good friend of mine, I was with her when she was buying her house here 23 years ago. And I saw that the commissions were, I don't know, like 40 grand. It was $40,000 in one transaction. And what happened is I was working a job. I was working from 8 to 5 or whatever those times were, sometimes working even later. 2 days later, when I realized I could be making $40,000 in 60 days, or am I going to make $40,000 at my job and work 365 days of the year? And yes, I was off weekends. It was just not my thing, right? So I decided 2 days later to just take a hiatus and quit. Now, the story goes like this. I made a phone call, but the truth is, I don't even know if I called the people. I think I just didn't go back to work. I might have called and said I'm not coming back to work, but I had no job etiquette. They didn't teach me that. So I didn't know I needed to put it in a 2 weeks notice and do all that extra stuff. I didn't know. And so I just left and never went back. I didn't even have my real estate license. I didn't even know how to get my license. But I'm one of those type of people. I don't plan like that. So it wasn't easy, but I took the risk. And the rest is history. I failed that exam a couple times. I said, let me get my butt out of Miami. I went to Texas where it was nothing to do at the time. And I passed my exam with flying colors. I'm here today because I want to get back to the basics. I want to get back to what I did year 1, year 2. A lot of people will try to accelerate to year 20, 21, 22, or even my year 3, 4, and 5, and you've not done the basics. I don't know if I would be where I am today if I didn't have the basics. So I want y'all to write this down before we go into the nuts and bolts of what we have going on here today. Why are you here? Don't make up something. I have a passion for helping people. That's too vague. I want you to really dig deep. Why are you here? Why are you in the field of real estate? What made you pick this profession as something you wanted to do? See, I told you this wasn't just going to be writing notes. I want you to literally, because I'm getting ready to, Crystal, pick a person who wrote down why they're here. And then I'll pick somebody inside of the classroom. Does anybody have? State your name.
Otis Pitts.
Otis Pitts.
The reason why I'm here is because I wanted to make money in real estate on my time. I did not want to go back to a 9 to 5 after the military, and I didn't want to be at just Wayne on.
He's 29 years of age. He didn't want to go to a traditional 9 to 5. He wanted to work on his own time. That was one of mine. I just want to be flexible. It didn't work out. Top producers don't really do what they want to do, though. I want to make that very clear, because my 8 to 5 turned into 7 to 12 at night. And if you were a client of mine like Brent Wright or UD Haslam that were overseas, remember UD didn't start with he was overseas. They were calling you at 3 a.m. and then Claudienne would pick up. But one thing I wish I would have done differently is set boundaries. I would have set some boundaries. So, write that down. Remember to set boundaries. But I was hungry. In the words of Les Brown, I was hungry. And the reason why I chose real estate, I just told you. I saw somebody make $40,000 in 60 days. I wanted to make a lot of money. If you go to SunBiz right now and look up my first to last name, you're going to see that I've been creating businesses since I've been 17. I had businesses in college. I was going to go and travel to colleges in Florida and make this magazine of women and men. Like, I figured I had a lot of stuff going. But I went until I found the thing that worked for me. I went until I found the right thing that worked for me. I was in every business. I was in everything. And when I found what worked for me, I stuck. I stuck to it. I just went in, door knocking. See, we didn't have social media. So we were knocking on doors. Hi, Mrs. Wright, how are you? My name's Claudienne Hibbert. I'm just walking the neighborhood because I have some interested buyers that might want to buy in the community. Do you or somebody you know may be interested in selling? I would say something like that. I would do that for 4 and 5 hours straight. Would I do it today? Maybe not, because we have so much technology, but that was the basis of what I was able to do. Whatever it is that you are doing, I'm telling you, stick to it, and it will stick to you. My goal, and I say this unapologetically, is I wanted to make a lot of money so I can help a lot of people. When my high school calls and they need something, I want to be able to write the check. I want you to be very clear on why you're in this. Because if you don't know why, then you might as well just find something else to do. This isn't it. The second reason, I don't know how this even formulated in my mind. I did read Rich Dad Poor Dad in college, but I don't remember taking the details out of that book in this very moment. I'm 21, turning 22, and I'm now making a lot of money. 22, making $50,000 in one transaction. I'm making 30,000 because I had the buyer and the seller on this transaction. I'm just figuring it out, just like some of y'all are figuring it out. I did attend courses. A lot of y'all don't attend courses. You need to be listening to the people who have already done what you've done. So I went to the Tony Robbins. I went to the Ryan Buffini. I've done a lot of training over the years because, like you, there was no one to really just hold my hand. But I came to TXP and I wanted to make some noise. I wanted people to see me. I want them to know my name when I walk in rooms. You want people when something's happening, they want to call you to consider your opinion. Make some noise where you are. Make some noise in your community where you live. You need to just start in your community. I'm involved. I walk my community. I wave when the people drive by, whether they return the wave or not. Success is your responsibility. All right, so the first 6 months of your real estate career is very critical. I want to furnish you with the tools necessary to achieve your success. Write down what your targets are right now. Right now, at this very moment, I want you to write 3 targets. There's something about the pen to the paper. I don't care what technology comes out, but there's something about having the notepad and the pen. It's something about the process. I don't know what it is, but I just know it works. How many people got their first deal? They've done at least one deal in their life in real estate, a transaction. They either represented the buyer or represented the seller. And when you got the listing, you were like, what? You hung up the phone. You were like, well, thank you, Mr. Jess Correlon. I will be updating you every Monday. Have a great day. Let's just say that's what you hung up and you did what?
I was doing a funky
Ran
dance
through the
with
house.
the bum. I was like, yes, yes, yes. Right?
And then it gives you a level of motivation to go and do what you did already and do it what? And you do it again and you do it again. This is very important. What you do in these next 90 days, starting today, will determine what your next 90 day after that will look like. What you do, watch this. Come on for a second, John. How many years have you been in real estate?
13 years.
14 years.
Actually, yeah, June, 14 years.
14 years. You were doing about 200,000 to about 500,000 in deals. Like the deals would be anywhere from 150,000 to about 500. Sometimes you had some outliers out there, 800, 900,000. And then we had a conversation. You was like, I got to get these numbers up, right? I got to get my volume up.
Oh no, the conversation was I took 29 listings in Q1 and I got the checks and I said, this was not no money. And then I said, I just got to bet they minutes.
I got to get bigger deals.
29 listings and you close all 29 listings and you're like, wow, this is.
Right. It's a lot of money still, but it's a lot of work. Yeah. And then you didn't change what you were doing, your prospecting. You just changed and tweaked who you were prospecting. He didn't change what he was doing, which means the same tools work for the 200,000. They'll work for the 2 million. Give me your last 3 listings that were $1 million and above.
So 2.5 coming to the market. I have a 1.8 coming to the market. I have a second follow-up call with a 1.3 that is going extremely well. And some other ones that are over $1 million.
Somebody said,
Yeah.
you probably thought you couldn't do it because you didn't made it there yet. But then you just think about, you just needed to see the numbers.
Just take your rapid action. So what happens is we wish to do stuff sometimes, but we just keep it as a wish, but it's really taking massive action. So I'm excited that they were welcoming to me. I'm excited that they're excited to be working with me. And yeah, when we come out,
So thank you for that. Go finish prosecuting. The representative called him. The clients didn't even call. This was an expired listing. Some of y'all gonna call the expired and don't ever call them again. He is the follow-up. Y'all gotta learn to be direct sometimes. I'm beating around the bush. You got 30 seconds to say something, just say it.